Nice.
Zerg, jibby me, jibby.
Really?
Totally.
Please.
Welcome back to Joy's Creative Finger, and this is Season 2, Episode 1 of Let's Play Family's Teeny Issues. We are at Pamela and Tom Diamond's penthouse. Well, of course they live with their parents. This is their residence, and it's got the extra features for an edgy home that's situated supposedly on the top of a very glamorous high-rise building in the city. And we're going to quickly tour it, and there will be an actual tour and live build for it later on, maybe this weekend or later on next week. So let's quickly go around and see what this house looks like, and then we have a very important event to attend. As you would expect, I've decided to use most of the items from the Sophisticated Socialite update. I had already built this house and I was waiting for the update because I wasn't sure what it was going to be, and I didn't want to get started without seeing what those things were so I could include it. So this house was already done a certain way, and when these items were unlocked, I used it in here and I was really pleased with it. There will be time for introductions. There's a lot of introductions to go around because now, as you know, there's 6 teens that we're going to be dealing with and their parents. But let's give this fish a little kiss. And we'll talk about the parents later. But here is Pamela. She's the only teen at home today. Tom is not here. We'll talk about that later. And she absolutely adores her pug pet here, and he's so cute. Well, the story centers a lot around this girl that you see here, and there is a specific reason why she's home and not out and about with her brother and the rest of her friends. But this is what the living room looks like, and we also have an office or study space at the back here. It's very classy, very clean and sharp, and I think it's a beautiful space for the parents to come in and get involved in any administrative duties for the house or for their businesses. And as I say, we'll talk about them in a minute. So much to do. I don't know what I've done to myself. I've created a story around 6 people and their parents, and it's going to be fun. And I'm going to live off your suggestions. But here's the media center here. I think it's beautiful. And you can see the plants on the outside. And this is basically the ground floor before you come through to the dining room, which is adjoined to the kitchen. And I love this space. The lime green is the dominant color and the black really sharpens it out. And I've got spotlights, people. It is a penthouse, so it's very classy. At least that's what I think. There's a drinks cart here, and we have a buffet table with a display of cheese. And then the picture as well has cheese in it, and that's from the French Romance update. So if you've completed, which is a recent update that's on right now, you should get those. There are more spotlights up here, and I've held onto the black accents in the space so that the green remains the dominant color. There's a flat screen on the wall. It's a kitchen where you could actually host, and you know, when you've got parties in the big entrance, you can still come in here with guests, and it's still that space that works for people to come in and have a good time. Over here is where we have the fridge, and you've got the wine cellar in a way. So here's the fridge in the corner. As you know, I like hiding my fridges away. You can poke your head in like a ghost if you want to, but that's not what we're here to do. And yeah, so this kitchen could work for entertaining as well. And as I say, where the dining table is, you can have a number of guests. Now when we poke our heads out this way, we have the back side of this penthouse. Now it's on a small plot, so I did what I could to make sure that there was enough space to have all the facilities that you should have in a posh space on top of a very beautiful high-rise building. So you've got that area there, and then I was able to put a pool out here, and I was so pleased about that because originally I had a hot tub, but I realized that I could put a pool, and look at that glass shooting out of stone. I thought that was a nice touch. And there is an entertainment area on the side for those of you who would love to enjoy the pool and some towels to get wrapped up and work your way back into the house like I am now, but I'm not in the pool. Anyway, let's stay on track. So now we're going to go upstairs, and there is another side to this part of the house. Of course, when you come into a house, you've got to have a restroom on the side. So when you come through this angle here, you've got the area where the little pug gets to have a nice little rest and nap, and there's a nice piece of artwork on the wall, and there's a coat rack here. Now, as you know, as I go along with the Let's Plays, I might move things around, so that coat rack might disappear. But through here, we've got the laundry room. I think it's a great space. It's adequate. And we've got some supplies for laundry here as well. And then further through this door, you've got a family bathroom. It's just a family bathroom as well as a restroom for guests. But would you believe that every room in this house is an ensuite, and it's a small plot, and it's got a pool, and it's got a backyard. And this bathroom has the pug's little tub as well to get the pug cleaned up. So out we go, and we're meant to go upstairs. We've got windows up there so you can see the sky. And there's a window over on the side here, and I've put the curtains. Well, I can't open them up because everyone's busy. Someone has to be free for you to open up curtains, so that's interesting. There you go. So now we're upstairs, and this is the view from upstairs when you look down, and this is what it looks like when you're coming up. So you've got a beautiful landing. Again, this is a small plot. I was able to get a living space up here along with a mezzanine feature and a beautiful chandelier hanging down. So I think I'm getting more well practiced in making use of these small plots and making it work. And here's another picture of a gorgeous pug. And here you are. You can still get guests up here if you were entertaining, because it's really nice and classic, and it looks like an art gallery of some sort. Through this door leads into Tom's room. Tom's not here, as I say. I'll tell you why. He's at the community center with a bunch of other friends. Dennis is there, and we're going to catch up with them in a minute. But his space is quite mature. It's an ensuite, and it's the smallest ensuite in the house. Every other ensuite is massive. And now you're wondering how many ensuites are there. You'll see. But this bathroom is really cool for a boy or young man his age. He's got a guitar. He's got an entertaining system here, a place to work. And it's a really classy room for him. So yes, he's living the life. Back out to this beautiful landing that's got a mezzanine feature. You could look down. You have another door along the way where Pamela lives and resides. Her ensuite is quite cute. She's got this big 3x3 king size bed, and it's lovely. And so I thought I'd dampen out the pink with the white walls just to cool it down a bit. And she's got all the pictures on the wall, a kitty cat on the wall, and she's got a study area. And of course, what would a classy gal's room be without a nice wardrobe area and a spotlight to test out her fashion? So you can see her shoes, her clothes, and it's as though I'm bouncing up and down on her bed, but I'm not. This is her ensuite bathroom. It's almost the similar style of the one we've got downstairs for the family, and it's gorgeous. And you can imagine she comes in here to get ready, and she's basically inspired by her mum to look after herself and take care of herself and use special creams and lotions and moisturizers and so on, as young as she is, even though she's a teen. She, like anyone else who lives upstairs here, has a good view of the downstairs part of the house. You can work your way around that way or around this way to get through to her mum and dad's bedroom. But we'll just float across because we can and make our way into Kelly and Austin's bedroom. So here's the mum of the house. She's this beautiful woman, and of course she's got this beautiful bushy hair, which featured in the sophisticated socialite event preview, and we had to purchase that with real cash, and it's just gorgeous. This is a double height room. It's a master bedroom. It's absolutely gorgeous. You can see the sky. They've got like a skylight. You can see the city. She's got a beautiful wardrobe. This bedroom, I can't tell you how much I like it. It's completely different. It's nothing like I've ever put together before. It's mixed up, mashed up, and it's just come together really nicely. She's got that pointy window at the top there as well. And then you've got the brick on the lower half of the double height space. And then we've got the door that leads into their beautiful ensuite bathroom. And this unit again was a special pack that we had purchased online. They've got a double shower unit. It's from the spa update. They don't have a tub in here. They can if they want to. I can switch that around when I want. And they can both take a shower together. And it's a lovely space. She's got the perfumes, the Chateau, and so on. And we have a toilet unit right round the corner, just situated there. Now, as I say, we have glass partitionings, so they're quite exposed to themselves. I mean, they're man and wife, so they're not ashamed at all. And of course, if they're in the space, the kids are going to have to knock. They're adults, and the door, I would think, is usually locked. Well, we're done with the tour, and I have to get her. She's getting ready, but she's going to take a very quick shower. I just had to make sure she was selected. I'm going to get her to take a shower, and then we're going to go over and check on her son, Tom, who is away at the community center downtown with a bunch of friends, including Dennis. We have to see what they're up to. But as you know, and I've mentioned that before, Pamela is at home. she is reluctant. It's a Saturday and the parents are off to a very important event, and it's to her advantage to stay home alone today, and you'll find out why. It's just the way she works her life, and there's a reason for that. Now, this is Ebony Blaine. We're at the center. They're having fun in this beautiful pool. She tries to make sure she keeps abreast with social events, so she keeps hold of her friends, but she comes from humble beginnings. And then we have Simon Jr., who is the son of the Dr. Simon that we know in the game from the beach house. Well, if you've not seen that build, it's the beach mansion. Go and have a look at it and you know the story of his parents. Then we've got our HRH, Her Royal Highness Susan Lithgow, who is the daughter of Princess Cinderella and Prince Eden. So if you don't know about that story, hit the playlist. It's the Cinderella playlist on the channel, and you'll get to know about her origin and her history. And all their stories are going to be intertwined. And of course, we have Dennis. Drum roll, Dennis is here, and of course, he is part of the pack, and we're going to follow all their stories together. And the story as well does link up to him. As I say, he was part of season 1, and we're going to see a bit more about his life in season 2. So they're having fun, and on Saturday they like to hang out together among other teens, but they tend to stick together a lot more as a close-knit group, and an elite group, if I might add. So Pamela is supposed to be part of the group, but she's pulled herself away, and her brother Tom is the lifeguard for the day.
Want to take a minute? Thank you all for coming. This woman has changed my life. Sheena is a very patient and understanding woman. Special thanks to the prince and princess for coming to the special day, to my friends, the Williams and the Diamonds, and to everyone else who is here. Enjoy the ceremony. Cheers.
So yes, Prince Eden is here with Cinderella. They are part of the VIP guest list. Of course, they are royalty. And here is Cinderella living the high life. She's definitely come a long way. She's now wearing jewelry, diamonds, beautiful couture. And she is basically part of high society, as are the Diamonds. Now you wonder how come the prince is at this wedding. Well, it's a very high class wedding. And not just that, but the groom was of some special assistance to him when the chateau burnt to the ground, and you'll understand what the groom's job is as we go along. So they are part of the wedding, and of course you've seen their daughter Susan at the center, and most of the parents are here at this wedding, as you have Austin Diamond and Kelly Diamond, who is an absolutely gorgeous woman. Her husband is an Italian, he's a successful businessman, and she's just this beautiful, gorgeous, and absolutely stunning woman whose husband completely adores her and spoils her rotten. She's a socialite, and her husband is no Jeffrey. Look at these beautiful flower arrangements. Nice. Jessica from the story of the beach mansion is here with her husband, Dr. Simon, and we've just seen their son at the pool, Simon Jr. The mom's expecting another baby. She's gorgeous, and look at those shoes with that bump. She's a fabulous looking lady. And her husband, Dr. Simon, works as the head surgeon at Simtown Hospital, so he's very successful, and it's very hard to tear him away, but this is a very important wedding. He has known Ken Bray for many years, and special moments like this is such that you don't want to miss in a person's life that you call a friend. We also have Jeffrey Williams and his wife Chrissy Williams here, of course, and you can see that she's got her hair down. She normally has it in a high pony. It looks exactly the same except down, of course. And yes, she was pregnant, but due to the stress that surrounded the period when her husband Jeffrey, was shot at the cottage over the Christmas, her son was taken to stay with the grandfather, and her daughter was with the grandmother, and the stress was just so bad. She lost the child. So right now they're done with children. They've got Ruby and they've got Dennis, and they're happy with that. So here they are attending this fabulous wedding. So Pamela's parents are having an amazing time at Ken and Sheena's wedding, and Tom is out with his friends. So Pamela's home alone, and this is just the way she likes it when she needs to get engaged in what it is that she gets up to when she's by herself.
Ha! Ritzel!